So when it comes to turkey hunting, you know, a lot of seasons are open for quite a while. Right now we're turkey hunting here in Nebraska and it's March 27th. So this is a pretty early opener. So I'm going to talk about in this video is early versus late turkey hunting. So like I said, today's March 27th, I'm turkey hunting, and the last weekend that I'll be hunting this year will be in mid-May in Wisconsin. And there's a huge difference in turkey hunting right now versus late in the spring. So the biggest things when hunting early in the season is birds are all grouped up. You're gonna have large groups of birds with lots of hens, toms, jakes, all different sorts all together. And so what this does is it presents some unique hunting opportunities, but it also presents some challenges. The biggest challenges is getting birds to respond to calls. So when they're all grouped up, birds aren't gonna be responding to calls very much. They all kind of stick together, and to get a tom to break off and come into your setup can be a lot more difficult. But where it presents some unique opportunity is if you can get on birds and get close to where they're roosting, and they can all pitch down and be close to where you're hunting, you can see a ton of turkeys and you can have some really good opportunities. Now, as you transition throughout the spring into April and into May, is what's happening is birds are breaking up. They're going from these large groups to off into maybe groups of 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's not gonna be many that are gonna be grouped up. The hens kind of break apart. And so then what happens is toms are out looking for hens. And so when a tom's looking for a hen to breed and they're not grouped up, if you can find a lone tom or if you can find a couple toms together with no hens, they're much more likely to respond to calling, to come into your decoys. They're much more likely to be gobbling and for you to be able to locate them. So there's just a huge difference from birds being grouped up early in the year to birds being separated late in the year. And that's gonna be your biggest differences, is from big groups to separated groups. And when these toms get separated from their hens late in the spring, they're more susceptible to be gobbling, they're more susceptible to be called to, and if you can find a group looking for hens, you're more likely to get them coming into your decoy setup. So that's gonna be the biggest differences from early season to late season, and hopefully these tips will help you turkey hunting this year.